Hey guys, it's Toby here. This is Toby Talks, episode 9, anxiety. Now, as well as my struggles with depression, which I talked about in yesterday's video, I have greatly struggled with social anxiety and generalized anxiety disorder. Now, this has on many occasions completely crippled me and made me incapable of living the life that I want to live. As I have touched on before, one of the biggest difficulties for me with anxiety is that I am a very social person. I want to be a very social person. And social anxiety often makes socializing incredibly difficult or even impossible. But as I've talked about socializing before, I'm going to try and explain more the feelings, the symptoms of anxiety, and how anxiety manifested itself inside me, in me. So predominantly for me, worry or fear has been a huge part of my life over the past 6 years, and more accurately, a sense of foreboding, like a cloud hanging over me, and almost everything in my life caused a halting amount of worry, which would cause me to stop doing anything for the fear that everything was going to go wrong. And I worried about talking to people in fear of causing offense, fear of upsetting people, but also in fear of letting them in, of opening myself up, of dragging them into my world, which was hell at times. And I worried about social media, putting things on social media, people being able to get in touch with me through Messenger and things like that. So I left social media altogether. I worried about those around me, those close to me, to the point that I always thought terrible things had happened. I got myself believing that the worst had happened. And I sometimes even worried about going outside, in fear of seeing people altogether, or just putting myself out there in any way, because I wanted to hide away because it was the safest place for me to be. And this feeling of worry would often manifest itself as a panic attack or feelings of sickness that would debilitate me, and or overwhelming feelings of foreboding, doom, or just expecting the next thing to be the worst thing. And I still do sometimes become panicked at the thought of activities. I mean, any activities. And for those who haven't ever suffered from panic attacks, or also from panic attacks in slightly different ways, I would hyperventilate, openly cry, shake uncontrollably, start pacing, become agitated, throw up, get blurred vision to the point that I can't focus or almost can't see properly, and become incoherent with my words because of speaking too quickly or developing a stutter. And after these panicked states, for maybe hours, maybe days, I would develop facial twitches, muscle movements uncontrollably that would aggravate me and upset me and pain me to the point of madness almost. And another thing that I feel I need to say, because it's very specific to my anxiety, I'm not sure if it's specific to anyone else's anxiety, but it's been a big stall in my life. And it's been a big stall in me trying to improve my health. Is my anxiety around mobile phones or phones in any way, shape or form. And at my worst, I'm unable to talk to anyone on the phone. Even my mother, if my phone says "Mom," I won't be able to answer it. And the very sound of a phone ringing can cause a panic attack. And if I have to make a phone call, I will often put the number in the phone, won't be able to press call, and will sit for hours, and I mean hours, winding myself up, getting more agitated by the minute. And it will take hours just to make a phone call, and it will almost take me out for the entire day because I haven't got any energy to do anything else. So I think with all the worries and the fears and the panic attacks and not being able to use a phone and consuming me, I stopped living my life as I want to. Sometimes I'm not able to go outside, sometimes not able to socialise at all, or be in groups in any way. I can't go to the shop because it's too much. And for days on end, I'll keep my curtains closed, and I'll try to forget that the world outside even exists, because just the mere thought of everything out there, everything, all existence is terrifying and it's horrible. And it's easier on my mind to just forget that everything exists. And all this builds towards loneliness and depression. And I feel that I've missed out on so many opportunities and friendships over the years because of this. And if you're watching this and we used to be close, please reach out. I'm sorry that I just vanished, but I was ill. I have been ill. I'm still ill, but I'm getting better, and I want to rebuild all these bridges that I've broke down because of my anxiety and because of my inability to connect. And now, although I am feeling much better in myself, anxiety is still with me. I still have a daily struggle with my anxiety demons, and it's hard to see my life without bouts of crippling anxiety. But I am learning how to deal with it. I am much more positive, and I will continue to fight for my mental health. And I will continue to fight against anxieties. So thank you for watching this video. A good mental health to all of you out there, and big love.